Yeah. Oh, let's try it again. Shut off the fan. Got noise reduction, got audio reduction, but I wanna... When I do these, I want to at least have good voice quality. Okay, yeah, we're picking the... Back up here. Going straight back to town. Oh, as per usual, look, there's no guarantee I'll finish. But, come on. Get up the fucking hill. I am still quite curious. Do you have any torches? No. Why is this... This is a mish item. Did it fucking crash? Seriously? Oh, what you're gonna tell me is encoding overloaded? You're gonna tell me that this card overloaded its encoding somehow. Why is it saying encoding overloaded? I've even got Task Manager open. I can visibly see no part of the render pipeline is overloaded. Now let's try this again. Can I go to Raven Rock? If it stops here, I'm switching to Plan B. Oh, well, that's interesting.
Ran away, I guess.
Yes, that... The thing he just slaughtered clearly ran away. Bonash, you say? Some bad shit there. Are you following me? Wait, that's my follower from the base game. Followers follow you to DLC areas? I still don't like this. I liked my Raven Rock better. This place looks stupid. Damn Dunmer ruined everything. How the fuck did I even get here? Was... Oh, that's not... Oh. See, Redoran are stupid. There's no need for this to be a hill gate.
Serve House Redoran or serve no one.
Fuck off. They're adding ancestral tombs here. See, the Dunbar just ruined everything. It's like, no, you can't say that. You can't be cruel to the certain race in the Elder Scrolls. They're slavers. It does bear a passing resemblance to the ones from Morrowind, which is, like, half the reason I'm actually interested in playing this DLC, after I played Soulsteam front to back. Blood Moon, I think it was called. Yeah, of course, of course. The interesting part you're not allowed to go to unless you get a quest for it. More ash spawn? Okay, if they're just gonna respawn every time I come out here, I don't care. I see there are complaints I can file here based on, you know, just kind of in-universe pseudo-role-playing shit.
What can I do for you, Fred?
You can shut the fuck up.
On behalf of House Redorin and as Counselor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome.
You rule all of Solstein?
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
So the Dunmer have stolen this entire island from the Nords? Raven Rock's the only settlement on the island?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skal Village.
It's still there!
They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
Well, they used to be called smugglers, but I guess that's a bit too much variety for Skyrim. See, there are complaints here I can make in character pseudo-role-playing, like, fucking Dunmer douchebags to ruin the town. Then there are more legitimate, this game fucking blows, what the fuck were they thinking complaints, like, why is the ancestral tomb that you brought back from Morrowind a locked-off place I'm not allowed to explore? I guess Thorfinn here wouldn't know this because he's not Marcus Curio, the spell sword. What is House Redorin?
You've never heard of House Redorin? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
Halalu was clearly the winner. They actually served with the Empire. And of course, the Telvanni, they very much did not really get along with the other houses all that well. Council? You mean there's no Jarl?
This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Endoril, Sadras, and Redorin.
The fuck are Sadras? What happened to Halalu? You said Redorin leads the council.
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory.
You're a bunch of douchebags. Your fucking home base is in the shell of a dead crab.
Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people.
Flipping through
If you're
here.
interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library.
Box? What happened to the mine?
It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
No real loss. It was good when it was run by the East Empire Trading Company. Do you know somebody called Mirak?
Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name.
Can you tell me anything about him?
I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream.
Okay.
My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Move along, Outlander.
I don't like this.
Anything you can contribute to Raven Rock will be greatly appreciated. And ordered appropriately. Of course.
Like, I do like reading the books, but when I'm doing the LPs, it just takes too much away from it. It's not like stopping to read the books lowers the quality, probably improves the quality, but it's hard enough getting into the mood to do it. Well, the interior... Why is this a separate loading cell? Come on. It's just the upstairs of a 2-story building. You really couldn't do this in one cell? People complain about the loading screens in Starfield that last like 5 milliseconds. But this is just stupid. Also, East Empire Company is clearly not here, so these are ill-gotten goods that are mine now. History of Raven Rock. I guess I'll raid these. How interesting. I suppose, yeah, there were plenty of examples of them doing it in Morrowind. But I still want to shit on the Dunmer. Because, for the most part, they were just enslaving Argonians and Khajiit to do all the work. Yeah, so I can't fault them. There's actually, you know, an explanation for why the Dunmer are ruining the place. Well, what's this? Oh, now there's a heavy version of shit in armor. Yes, I know it's chitten or something like that. Chitin. I don't care. I think I read that one. Shut up! Maybe I didn't read this one before. Well, obviously not in this game, since it gave me a quest. But I could swear there was something called Deathbrand in Morrowind. I forgot that they started playing original Morrowind soundtrack in this area. I'm not even bothered by the fact that they didn't bother to re-record it with Skyrim's version of the sound fonts. It sounds plenty good in the original. God, imagine Elder Scrolls 6 comes out and there's no Jeremy Soule, because he's been chased out of the industry by unsubstantiated claims. Ian Zur does good music for Bethesda. Fallout, Starfield, you know. I don't think his music quite matches this. Dalrim, eh? Maybe I didn't read that before. That was new. I don't know why I'm sneaking. It's a separate cell for some godforsaken reason, so I can just take what I please. Ow. Problem with these games and their books that you can just kind of sit there for hours reading them because they're interesting, well written, and the power of imagination brings them to life better than the games possibly could. I don't know why, but with the food in fucking Skyrim sucks at healing. Oh, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not listening.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned buildings. If you need a place to stay, head to the Corner Club.
Why? They're abandoned buildings. There's no reason not to let people fucking spend a night, at least. God, I hate these stupid
Another
buildings.
mouth to feed. You've picked the wrong town to settle, Outlander.
I'm not settling here, and I miss when you fucking Dunburs sounded like you were chain-smoking for 50 years.
You can go.
I know Jube shows up here.
Food, warm drinks, and warm beds. I work
Get
for
up.
Mogrel. You got a prop?
Fuck. You just gonna stand there slack-jawed? Speak, mongrel.
Watch it. Mogrel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else. You looking for trouble? Stay out of my way.
Captain Veleth. I don't trust him.
She's not a little girl anymore, Feathers. Haven't you got something better to do?
He's twice
For
her
you.
age and they barely know each other. You expect me to ignore him?
Ravenrock doesn't offer much in the way of companionship. You should be happy for her.
How about you keep serving the drinks, and I'll decide what's right for her.
How about you let her decide, dipshit? Independent person.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service.
I already got this idiot, but you know what? I don't like him.
I'm right behind you.
Give me
If it will
shit.
help you, then certainly.
Give me everything I gave you. Go away.
If that's what you want. Come find me at the college if you change your mind.
Fine, I'll take this dude.
Don't pass up on this opportunity, Outlander. I'm worth every coin.
Sure.
Then let's be off.
Maybe this guy won't fucking shock me. I need to give you some shit.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
Why did the music suddenly cut in just now? No, you only get the silver. But you're not going to wear the elven boots of strength? Douchebag. Fine, I'll keep them. Bone mold. Well, when did I get all this? Did I craft it? Hunting bow? Hunting no. Yeah, sure. The super special fucking, what do you want to call it? The thing that you get for completing an entire quest line? Yeah, it's a piece of shit compared to this. So you can take that. Elven arrows, some ebony arrows, and a bunch of irons. You don't... Make better swords. Not for him. How did you end up in Solstein?
Long story, but I don't see the harm in sharing it with you. My last patron was a true Nord. He was dressed in animal skins, had tattoos on his face. A real traditional type, if you know what I mean. He had an insatiable bloodlust and was extremely stubborn. One of the toughest employers I've ever had.
Why did you work for him then?
Simple. He paid well. Very well. Anyway, we'd just cleared a ruined fort somewhere outside of Whiterun, and when we got outside, we saw one of them galloping away on horseback. Well, my boss wasn't about to let him get away, so we pursued. On foot. For 3 days. Until we ended up tracking him to one of the largest bandit encampments I'd ever seen. My patron took one look at me and made the most menacing grin I'd ever seen. At that moment, I knew I'd never see him again. No amount of money would ever be worth that kind of death.
Okay, cool.
Lead on.
I kind of think this guy's voiced by Jim Cummings. He's got that kind of tone to... What the fuck? And an orc.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
You sound like an old man. I'm not afraid of you. I like how they brought back the paper lanterns, but you can't take them.
There's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts or end up hurt.
They take every last septum of yours. And the clothes off your back. If you try to get back, I'll stab you.
That need it, but I never lend to strangers, so shove off.
Yeah, just pull that fucking mug out of your armpit, you disgusting
I don't
ape.
know you, and the last thing I want is a stranger with his nose in my business. Go away. I can tell you don't like me. Well, guess what? I don't give a damn.
Tough words. Pussy. Do you know somebody called Mirak?
No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why.
Tell me.
I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple?
You're useless.
All right, then. I work for Mokril. You got a problem, you talk to him.
You work for this douchebag? God, Dunmer are lower than I thought. This is a big fucking place.
I'm not sure why House Redren is so insistent on maintaining soul style. Seems like more than it's worth.
Well, apparently their town of Aldrune just fucking exploded. Maybe that's why. I guess this is locked because it's your player house. Room. Thing. You're not gonna tattle on me for stealing some fucking bread, are you? More bread rooms. Yeah, fishing rod. Wait, is this actually a weapon? Reclamations. Fall of the Tribunal and the rise of a new empire. That might be interesting. That's not what I wanted to read. Leave that here because I can't resell it, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. I always get paranoid about stealing, even when you're in a situation like this where it's impossible for anybody to know that you did it. It always feels like they're somehow going to notice and then attack you.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips.
Retching Netch, wasn't that a Mormon place?
Welcome to the Retching Netch, Outlander. What can I get you?
Heard any rumors lately? Any, radiant quests?
I heard crazy old Cressius has been sneaking in the Raven Rock mine again. At his age, he's going to get himself killed in there. With the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallis of the Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place.
On Barrow. I think I'm mostly interested in this place again because I fairly recently played Soul's Blood Moon. Keep saying the wrong fucking name for it. Blood Moon in Morrowind.
The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more.
The fucking, the Wild Hunt start up again?
The Ashspawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but I think the Redoran Guard are overwhelmed. Heard that Reeklings got a hold of Thirsk Meadhall, forced the Nords who live there to move to a camp nearby.
The Thirsk got fucking blown the fuck up by Reeklings? Come on!
Oh, this walking. I wish there was a silk strider around here.
Yeah, I can't even complain. Morrowind references.
Words reached us that the dragons have returned. I wonder if we'll see them in Solstheim.
God, I hope not. They're so fucking underwhelming. Also, they're wyverns.
Haven't heard anything lately. But check back with me. You never know.
Probably got everything. Your inn has an unusual name.
There's actually a funny story behind the name, friend. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sioux jammer in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised.
Well, this doesn't sound very interesting so far.
Ah, but you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the netch, yells, "Have a drink!" and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground.
Oh, I'm guessing the netch fucking wretched, eh?
Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick.
Aha.
True story, friend. True story.
What's the specialty of the house?
The finest Sioux jammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sioux jammer. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it.
Okay, yep, that'll just be a quest, I guess.
I was kinda hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sioux jammer and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you.
Oh boy, I got 10 bottles of booze and I gotta give some away.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club.
What do you mean welcome? I've been here, I've been talking to you. people, man. They're so dumb.
If you intend to wander Soulstar, you do so at your own risk.
Shut up! Looks like... well, from Oblivion. Not like, oh, this looks like shit. It looks like it's from a game 5 years older than it is. No, the exact design looks like it's straight from Oblivion.
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn around here.
You see, this guy at least has annoying, repetitive dialogue that's relevant to the situation. The other guy was just gonna be like, if I really wanted to sit here and read the entire Poison Song septilogy, I could do it. I can't guarantee this is the cause, but I've been taking L-tyrosine for the past week, and I think it's been making my brain actually function the way it's supposed to fucking function, more or less. Like, I'll still get caught up, say, or think up things to say faster than I can actually physically speak it. You know, that sort of bullshit. Ah! Recipes that don't require fucking salt. What a stupid thing, requiring salt for almost every recipe. And then make it very rare to get. Granted, it hardly matters, because you still get, like, no healing. Well, I'm the father, and I'm, like, super protective of my daughter for reasons. It's gonna be like every other fucking love story. Where the father doesn't approve, but they really love each other, and then in the end, eventually they'll be like, blah-de-blah, okay, I accept your love now. Lake of Goats, Lamb of God, Sneed of Feed, fucking formerly Chucks. Fine, we'll go get some potatoes. Just boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, you know. You know the phrase. Alright, I was sneaking. There's nobody here. I don't need to sneak. You're supposed to snoop around. Yeah, I don't think East Empire is going to give a shit about this place. They clearly gave up on it. Which is good. The Axeman! If axe were still a skill, this would probably be a skill book. The Morik Tong. I'm going to steal this. I'm not going to read it right now. Red Ear. There's lore that I want to dig into, but I've already read so many books and it's just gonna pile up. It's already nearly 1 in the morning. And I'm gonna be going stupid late already. Let's see, the cool thing here is I'm stealing all this shit, but I should still be able to sell it because I'll just turn it into things. Volume 3. Hilalu. I'm stealing from a bad guy, obviously. He's got lockpicks.
Don't get too far ahead.
I'm 2 steps away from you. 1 step closer to the edge. Seems so foolish. There's actually a half-decent amount of salt here, and I'm using it all up. I said something about this booze being on the weaker end, but it's kinda suddenly kicking my ass. So let's switch to water for a bit. What am I missing? Picked up the iron and shit for the express purpose. Leather. I'm missing leather. Stupid leather. No, don't squat in the abandoned buildings. Fuck you, I'm going in. There are clearly other people sleeping here. What's this guy? Dunmer Skimmer Eater. The original version was better. Why I'm bothering stealing all this shitty alcohol. You don't even get cool effects because attributes don't exist. You just, restore your shit and then, fucking die. and then just immediately going back to doing it. Is anybody even in these damn manors? All the houses seem to be empty. What quest was that? Stupid fucking fishing thing. I don't care about that. Now these two books I remember from Morrowind. I'm just gonna try to give their skills if they give skills.
I'm not sure why House Redrum is so insistent on maintaining Solstein. Seems like more trouble than it's worth.
Here I'm trying to be real nice and stealthy, and this guy's just like, I don't know why they're doing this. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be stealthy here. I'm stealing things. Also, I'm framing the owners of this house for stealing this axe. And this axe. Judging by that cough earlier, somebody is actually in this place, so sneaking is justified. Okay, stop doing that shit. If I could just get some leather to steal. Increase shot magica. How about I increase my curing capacity? Because that's what's important right now. Can't there just be leather to steal here? No soul gems. I don't need soul gems. This looks like a player house. This is going to be a player house, isn't it? Yeah, all the salts for that quest that I'm not going to do. And I'm stuck inside a basket.
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn out here.
Hey, still over encumbered. By a lot. Just drink all the booze. That's the stuff I'm supposed to give away. Know who Medesi is? I don't care. Hello.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I was never there. You're delusional. Crazy old man.
Serve House Redring?
Fuck you. Where's this asshole? What time is it? 6 in the morning.
Find my pickaxe yet?
No, but the fucking dude wants you to try this drink.
Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I'm not listening to you over there. You can kindly shut up. Netch leather. That'd be really interesting if it wasn't just something that you turned into regular leather. Malachite ore or calcum, regular iron that I can sell. Oh yeah, that's... Well, I still can't sell... Wait, I almost can. Dalrim, eh? Oh, wait, that's worse than what I've got. Fucking wonderful. Okay. Well, I probably just need to, like, get more shit to do stuff with. Ah, that's right. The guard died. That's how I got that garbage. You know somebody named Iraq?
No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name.
No. Yes or no?
I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this.
Bitch. How did you end up on Raven Rock?
A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our
Just
town.
answer the question.
I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade.
Idiot.
Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften.
Taught you that useless skill.
I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since.
Useless. Well, what's an ancient Nordic pickaxe? Besides a pickaxe, it's ancient and Nordic.
It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Crescius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I traded them some goods for it.
So, given the quality of writing in Skyrim dialogue, that little pause there where he was like, I did a thing, means that he did some shady bullshit. Is Stalrim a type of ore?
Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire.
It is.
Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that.
I assume it's rare.
I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull Village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do.
I noticed the shadow mark by your door, whatever the fuck that is.
Well, well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their
Oh
way
Christ,
out
it's
here.
Thieves Guild bullshit,
So
isn't it?
tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart?
Maybe.
Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine?
You moved to fucking Stalrim.
Anyway, I suppose
Whatever the
you're
fuck
looking
this
for
place
work.
is.
Well, I got
Solstheim.
bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone.
Why are you here? Go away. I'm in the conversation. You're interrupting. Fucking Dunmer. Nothing at all.
Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle.
Thieves Guild has a problem out here. Thieves Guild is hardly a fucking thing. You know the real Thieves Guild? The one in Cyrodiil. They stole an Elder Scroll. This Thieves Guild is a fucking joke.
Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back.
How are you even part of this?
Besides,
You're a fucking
it's really
smith.
my problem anyway. I caused it.
Idiot. Why are you listening in? Get out of my face.
A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne
You're a
showed up
Breton?
at my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us.
Yeah, get out of here. Okay, and they robbed you.
That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it?
Yeah, you seem kind of stupid
It's
enough
my
to
own
fall for it.
formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect.
Where'd he go?
Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen.
He's dead.
I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there.
Okay.
You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Gonna use up all this stolen steel and iron?
Find my pickaxe yet?
I've not even left. You know what? I'm gonna make some quarterstaffs. I installed a fucking mod that restored this fucking weapon type, even though it apparently only exists in the iron status, or stage, whatever the fuck.
If you're looking for a smith,
Alright, make some.
you found one of the best.
Yeah, I found a dipshit.